Hey guys, welcome to Apex Custom Rifles. Today what I'm going to show you guys is a little bedding checking to check and see if you got a stress-free bedding job. This is important because of course if you don't have a good bedding job you can get a point of impact shift and all sorts of fun stuff that you never, you might not realize is having an effect on the gun downrange. So this is a little tool. There's a gentleman on eBay that makes these holders, not the indicator with it there, but the holder. I believe is 2010 Ted Hunter is the guy's ID. But these little 3D printed clamps here are kind of cool. So I'm going to use that to check the bedding on this rifle. So we're going to set this thing up and we're going to take a look. All right, let's take a look at this thing. So what we're going to do here, so this thing is clamped by the barrel into this vise here, and it's perpendicular, straight, pointing straight up and down. And I'm going to zero this out best I can. I got to loosen my thing up here. I got it pretty close here, but we want to get that dead zero. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to try not to touch as much as we can, but we're going to check. So I'm going to loosen up the rear action screw here. So that's loosen up the rear action screw. Then you tighten it down. So it doesn't move at all. So let's do the front action screw here. And it just barely moves there. Let's tighten it back down. Doesn't move. Let's try this. Let's loosen the rear up. Maybe a tiny little bit there. And loosen the front up. There, it moved 0.1/1000. Let's tighten it back up. That might have been me bumping it. Gets tight in there, so let's zero it back out here. So that stock is loose in the action right now completely. Just the bedding holding it in place. So let's take this front screw, tighten it down and just under 0.1/1000. And we'll do the back screw here. Like 0.5/1000. So we'll test here the front screw one more time. We'll reposition this. Be careful not to bump it too much. So there's 0.1/1000. Tighten it back up. Loosen it back up. Tighten it back up. So we get a little bit of movement in there, but less than 0.1/1000, less than 0.1/1000. So that is pretty good. This is a lightweight hunting rifle, so this thing only weighs about 6 pounds, 14 ounces as it sits without a scope. So relatively lightweight. I mean, it's not super lightweight, but it's pretty lightweight. These Macmillan Game Hunter stocks are pretty light. There's not much to them. I think they're 26 ounces, give or take. So you can get a little bit of flex in these, but that's what you're shooting for when you're doing a bedding job like this. If you can get zero, that would be perfect, but 1 to 2,000ths or less, and you have a pretty stress-free bedding job. So what that's going to entail is that that action is a nice, solid, snug fit within the stock, and you're not going to get a point of impact shift from the bedding at all. That's not moving in there. As long as you have the barrel floated, everything else is tight and snug on there. There's different things to check for. You shouldn't have to worry about this. So that's one thing when we build these custom rifles like this, we make sure that this bedding is fully bedded, proper, no voids in it, like the last video I did on another guy's rifle that he built that we fixed for him. But this should be a perfect mold. Everywhere the action is touching the stock on the inside of here should be a mirror glass mold of the bottom of this action. And that will ensure, and as long as you don't clamp it incorrectly, it will give you a nice proper bedding. So that's just a little video to show you how we check it. This is the tool. Like I said, this guy on eBay has this without the indicator, of course, here, but nifty little tool. You know, you could probably make one, but for the price that he charges for these, it's not a ton of money. So these work pretty well, and you can use them for different things too. But yeah, there we go. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you got something out of it, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. All those little things help me out quite a bit, and I appreciate the feedback and anything you guys have to say or questions you have for me. So till next time, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.